Super Showdown. God, I hate these shows. I hate them. Always bring back old guys for no reason. To face other old guys for no reason. And this year, of course, Goldberg's back again. But good Lord. He's facing the Fiend? How come I didn't expect that? How come I'm excited for it? What? What? Man, what's going on, everybody? Smackdown. Now, it wasn't a good show, but it was way better than it's been the last few weeks. Way better. Way better. It's not really complimenting this episode as much as just kind of just reminding you of how bad the last few have been. But let's just talk about what really mattered here. And that is Goldberg. Who's next was their big theme of the night. And he had like a good 20-second interview where he just, I'm glad he did, say he's just going to get straight to the point. And he brought up the Fiend. Interesting. I don't know why I didn't expect that at all. I was expecting like Baron Corbin, like, ugh, I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. Maybe they'd call John Cena, you know how like they like to do those dream old men matchups at Saudi Arabia. But no. The Fiend versus Goldberg for the Universal title. And it makes sense. It actually does. And Goldberg even mentioned because he didn't have a very long reign as Universal title champion. And as soon as he said it, Firefly Funhouse came, and it was excellent as always. But this was good, like better than it normally is. This was really good. Bray Wyatt dressed as like a news anchor. They even had a little thing going across the bottom with like, I think it said, Rambling Rabbit dies at the age of 27. The world mourns or something, which I'm assuming Rambling Rabbit is obviously a character based off of the original version of Bray Wyatt that people used to say would speak in riddles and no one really got what the hell he was talking about. He was just rambling. And Bray was 27 at the time when that was going on. Nice little addition. Just it was stuff like that. The details of what makes this whole Bray Wyatt situation right now fantastic. And it was just good. It was good. He cut away to their weather expert, the goddamn buzzard. And the buzzard said that it's going to be a cold day in hell when he loses the title. Which, of course, that's the thing. If you're watching this like with your girlfriend or something, or a non-wrestling fan, this looks terrible. It looks cheesy, it looks corny, it looks stupid. But if you followed this whole thing the whole time, and you know Bray Wyatt, and you get the gimmick, this is fantastic. It's fantastic. And somehow they did it again. He called Bill Goldberg Billy. He called him Bill. It's like he never really just called him Goldberg. And it was great. Goldberg, of course, had to chime back in with his Fiend, you're next. Cool. Good enough for me. Goldberg, thank you. Now get the hell out. Bray Wyatt, it's perfect. He tried to even give a piece of advice to Goldberg, and Goldberg says, I'm not going to take your advice. What I'm going to take from you is the Universal title. Good line, Goldberg. It's good enough. I'm excited. How the hell did that happen for a Saudi Arabian show? Jesus H. Nice job. Now let's get into the rest of the show. Starts off with Miz and Morrison, and they bring back the dirt sheet thing that they used to do, where because they're basically like actors is their gimmick. A trailer to a new movie they have with even Mr. Miz. This is another thing, like just like I said about the Firefly Funhouse, kind of corny, kind of cheesy. But if you follow wrestling a long time, you can find what they're doing, and it was kind of fun. Good enough for me. I was okay with it. And it set up a tag match. Usos versus Ziggler and Rude. I feel like we've seen that a lot. Who cares? Usos win. The match was okay. It was alright. But it's the same formula that SmackDown's been doing for probably years. Like a long time. Promo to start, sets up a match. The match is formulaic, and we move on. Nothing really comes from it. And then we have Elias versus Cesaro with Sami Zayn. And it's another one. Cesaro's a great wrestler. Like, what am I supposed to say? Elias is not a great in-ring wrestler. He's okay. But Cesaro is a great one. And Elias wins with an elbow drop, which I'm assuming is his new finisher, because he's used it kind of often lately. I don't know. I don't like Cesaro eating pinfalls all the time. But it's been like this for 2 years now, so I'm not heartbroken about it anymore. I've accepted this is who Cesaro is. Sadly. Even with Sami Zayn and Nakamura by his side, that man's still just supposed to have good matches and lose. Now, what's this going to do for Elias? I don't know. Like, come on. With his gimmick, he has a ceiling. He's not going to go too far. And then Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin's little segment happens here, which... Why won't this just end, please? Why won't it just end? It's been going on for so long, I forget what started it. Why the hell are they feuding again? I keep forgetting. I don't know. And Corbin tried to get more heat by pouring a drink on a fan's head. But obviously it's a plant. No one freak out. It was a plant. Roman come out, whoops his ass, and then challenges him to a steel cage match at Super Showdown. Now, the steel cage stipulation does make me not hate it. Can I say that? Is that good enough? It makes me not hate it. Now, I wish this feud was dead, but since if we're going to continue it, fuck, might as well give me a steel cage match so I can get some enjoyment out of it. So far, the Saudi Arabian Super Showdown has Fiend versus Goldberg and Roman versus Corbin in steel cage. That actually doesn't upset me. That doesn't sound boring. I'm actually intrigued by both of those. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I won't say excited yet, but the pay-per-view's got my interest now. Daniel Bryan and Heath Slater. Yes, Heath Slater is on television again. They had a little segment backstage in the locker room area. Daniel's clearly frustrated and because he got his ass whooped by the Fiend for the last few months. Heath Slater kind of confuses Daniel Bryan's storyline with the Miz's storyline. Guess it was supposed to be some comedic relief. It didn't really hit with anybody. But he then runs down how much the Fiend beat the hell out of Daniel Bryan for the last few months. Not trying to be mean, I guess, but yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, I wouldn't have let him do that to me, that type of thing. And Daniel Bryan challenges him to a match. Daniel Bryan beats the life out of him. Like, it wasn't really even a match. Stomps his head in until he basically passes out and the ref stops it. Now, they keep saying and putting it out there that the Fiend changes his opponents. Like, everyone has basically become a new gimmick, new character, new attitude after facing him. Now, Daniel Bryan, this would be a perfect time to turn him heel if he wasn't just a heel like 6 weeks ago, like 2 months ago. He just turned back babyface. He was a heel for about a year, and now they turn him back face. He faces the Fiend, and now I don't think he's going to turn fully heel. He's just going to add edge to his not edge, but add some edge to his character. I think that's all it is. It would be surprising to turn him back heel this soon. It wouldn't upset me, because I kind of didn't think he got a long enough run as a heel anyway. But I just don't see them turning him heel this soon. And then, I guess we're continuing Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura. A feud that no one really needs, or wants, or asks for, because, frankly, anyone who Sami Zayn's the manager of kind of loses. And here, I think he's added the Revival to his group. They came out, they helped Shinsuke and Sami to kind of take out Braun Strowman. So are they in the group? That's kind of random because they have nothing to do with Strowman or Sami or Nakamura right now. So, and they kind of hugged afterwards. So I think they're in the group. They have nothing to do right now anyway. So, fine, I guess. Who cares? I think that's a better way of saying is who cares. I'm okay with it. And it kind of makes sense because they call Sami Zayn the Great Liberator. And to liberate is to set free, obviously. And basically, everyone that's in Sami Zayn's faction right now need to be liberated from the WWE. They all could be doing way better things in other companies. Nakamura. Cesaro. Cesaro would be amazing in AEW or in New Japan. The Revival. They scream AEW. Just saying. And I'm not like an AEW mark or anything like that. I'm just saying. It can't be a coincidence. Even Sami Zayn himself needs to get the hell out of here. He's not even a wrestler anymore. Like, the fuck? He's one of the best wrestlers in the world. I get it. He can talk. But that doesn't mean you just cut the man's balls off. He's not even a wrestler at all. Whatever. But you get the point. The Liberator's starting to make sense now. The faction starting to come together and make sense. They all need to be fucking liberated from the WWE. And then I don't know why this even existed. Sheamus versus Apollo Crews. Can we stop? Sheamus is not Aleister Black. He is not brand new. Sheamus is a Grand Slam champion. He's going to for sure be a Hall of Famer. He's in the best shape he's been in maybe ever. He's in great shape. And you're having him do squash matches against Apollo Crews. So not only does it not help Sheamus, and it puts him in this like mid-card area when he could be above it if you wanted him to, but it also kills anything Apollo Crews had left, which he didn't have much. He should join Sami Zayn, be liberated too. And then, not only was that bad enough to just squash him, Chad Gable comes out. No, I'm not calling him Shorty G. Chad Gable comes out. Actually, fuck that. The way he gets his ass kicked all the time, that wouldn't happen to Chad Gable. That was Shorty G. Shorty G comes out and gets, to make the babyface save, and gets his head kicked clean off until he flips around. His leg is hanging on the ropes. Embarrassing. It was ridiculous. As Sheamus' music just continues, and he just flexes in the cameras as you see bodies just thrown against the ropes. Yeah, the name change. Good idea there, Vince. Not Chad Gable, the Olympic hero. We're going with Shorty G. Short jokes. That'll get him over. That'll make him like an underdog we want to see win. No, it doesn't. I'm okay he got his head kicked clean off. I'm perfectly fine with it. Then the main event. Fatal 4-way for the women, number one contender for the women's title. And they kind of fucked up here. Two things. One, earlier in the night, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross got a little locker room thing where Alexa said she has something twisted up her sleeve with her little glove thing. Nothing happened. She didn't do anything. What the hell? Like, she was in the match, but nothing twisted happened. I don't know why they even add that. Just don't add that. Just have it be a match. Why even cut that promo? For what? If you don't actually, I expected like someone to interfere or her to try to cheat or something. No, nothing happened. You just had a match. What was twisted? You lost. Who cares? But they also kind of made a mistake to where Bayley's from San Jose. They were in San Jose. That crowd was fully aware that Bayley's from San Jose. And they cheered anything heelish or whatever she did. And when like Naomi or someone attacked Bayley, they got booed. Come on, guys, you gotta be smarter. Don't do that. Like, yeah. If you need to find no contender while you're in San Jose, fine. But Bayley then doesn't have to be out there during the match, and it damn sure doesn't have to be the main event to where it's awkward. And then during the match, Naomi attacks Bayley, and they're clearly feuding. Like, these two have been talking shit to each other for the last couple weeks. Last week, they're clearly making it obvious. It's Naomi versus Bayley. That's the fresh matchup they're going with. No. Nope. She lost. Carmella won. And not only did she win, she won by pinning Naomi. What? Now, I will say, I'll put an asterisk on pinning because technically it was only a 1 count. The first 2-1-2, Naomi's shoulder was not on the mat at all. Ugh, I hate when they do that. It looks so bad. It makes the refs look like complete buffoons. And he just counts the 1, 2, 3 like he's supposed to, even though the shoulder's not even close to down. Man, wrestling. It's stressful being a wrestling fan. But I think you've all been there before, many times. And Carmella's your number one contender? Carmella versus Bayley? Can I get a collective who cares? Who cares? Seriously. Like, why wouldn't you be building Carmella having beef with Bayley then, if this is the direction you're going in? Or are we just admitting that this is just a who cares, and they're all collectively saying it too, who cares, by having Carmella just be a filler at Super Showdown, and then at an actual pay-per-view like Elimination Chamber 2 weeks later, it's going to be Naomi then? I don't know. And I also do not care. I'm done with Bayley as champion. And the SmackDown Women's Division looks like garbage. It does. Like, when you look at that Fatal 4-Way match, I was thinking the whole time, there's no one? There's no one here. It's Dana Brooke, Carmella, Naomi, and Alexa Bliss, who I love Alexa Bliss, but she's stuck with Nikki Cross, and she's got a neck problem, or concussion issues, whatever. No, this isn't the way to do it. This is not good. This is not good. And it main evented. Ooh. And it was in the hometown of the heel, who wasn't even involved in the match. She was getting the crowd reaction. Oh, just a mess of a situation. Overall, the show was okay. The main event was a low point for me. I didn't really care. I didn't. It was... Then the winner didn't make any goddamn sense for the way they've been booking things. But the high points were really high, and that is Goldberg versus The Fiend. I'm excited for that. And Roman versus Corbin, as much as I want that to die a horrible death, if they're going to continue it at least one more time, fine. Cage match at least makes it interesting. That's all I can say. At least it's interesting. No more dog food stipulations. A cage. Oh, well, god damn it. A cage. It does sound like a damn dog stipulation. Why don't you just have a PetSmart match? Jesus Christ. A dog kennel, Hell in a Cell with Big Boss Man type of match. Anyway, if you guys are still here, let me know what you guys thought of the show. Is SmackDown getting any better? I don't know. I'm like, this did not make me feel better. I just liked the direction that two things were going in. That's it. And if you are still here, you are a real one.